We have absolutely XRP breaking news. This is Ripple news. This is a big deal. It just became public knowledge that Ripple made an offer to buy the stablecoin issuer Circle. This is the company behind USDC. This is a massive thing. Now, the deal was rejected by Circle, the company behind the stablecoin, but there's a story here. There is vital information about what is playing out that you need to understand. You need to understand this landscape, and we're going to dig into this because as an XRP holder, you need to know that this is going on. And this goes directly to the heart of something that I've been talking about in videos. And I don't know if anybody else is really talking about this. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. But here's the point. I have said to you guys many, many, many times that it may be a little quiet right now from Ripple. Oh, by the way, they just bought Hidden Road. We know that a $1 billion plus, I think $1.25 billion acquisition. That was a big deal. But I have said that that was the beginning of more acquisitions. And this information that's breaking right now just confirms that I was right. And that what I've been telling you all along is a thing. Here's what you need to understand. Look, you need to own XRP. Do you have as much XRP as you want? Because it's going to happen. It's going to take off because the moves that Ripple is making, the company behind XRP, are astounding. They are getting extremely aggressive now that the SEC thing is basically a done deal. No, we don't have a formal announcement yet, but it's a done deal. We are going to see more and more and more of these. And right now, the overall market, 3.64% up. We're back up over 3 trillion. XRP up 4% and climbing. This is a thing, and this is a big deal, and I want you to understand this. Okay, so why was it a big deal that Ripple offered $4 to $5 billion for the stablecoin issuer Circle? Well, look, here's what it really comes down to. You need to understand that, yes, Circle rejected the offer, but the fact that Ripple made it tells you and gives you insight to where Ripple is going and how they're going to go about getting there. The fact that they made this offer is astounding. They tried to acquire a direct competitor. It's not about competition. It's about consolidation. Ripple wants to own the financial rails, the rails underneath multiple financial markets. They ultimately, in my opinion, will replace Swift at some point in time. I know some of you will throw rocks, say that's not possible, but Swift is outdated technology, and that's something, but that's not the point of the video. That's another video. But my point to you is that Ripple is making moves that are very, very, very impressive. Okay, so look. So I want to give Stellar Rippler all credit for this. This is a great post. If you're watching this on X, there's a link below to my Twitter account, and you can get to this article, this series of posts via that. I've reposted this or retweeted this. Okay, so I give Stellar Rippler complete credit. This is a great timeline and explanation here. Look, this is a major signal about where the stablecoin wars and global financial rails are heading, and Ripple wants to and is going to be a part of this. And as an XRP holder, what's the value there? The value there is that they are out there building and consolidating and fighting and planning and meeting and looking at strategic options. All that is going to directly come back to you and I as XRP holders, the value going up over time. Okay, because Ripple is not sitting by just not doing anything. No, this acquisition offer is, again, a big deal. So here's a timeline of kind of where we're at right now. May 2024, Ripple announced plans to launch RLUSD, their own stablecoin. And then mid 2024, USDC expands to more chains. USDC is owned by the stablecoin issuer Circle. Late 2024, rumor begins of tensions around Circle's valuation. 25, Ripple makes a reported $4 to $5 billion acquisition attempt. This isn't random, it's strategic timing. Okay. USDC currently leads in regulatory adoption. 80% of US-based crypto exchanges offer USDC pairs, integrated with Stripe, so forth, backed by fully reserved US treasuries, deemed a regulated stablecoin in US policy discussions. Buying Circle means absorbing this infrastructure overnight. Okay, so starting to get a glimmer of why they made this acquisition. Now, this is not necessarily a done deal, but the fact that it's out there now tells you, again, that not a done deal, that the deal is not done. No, there's probably meetings taking place. Yes, Ripple made a $4 to $5 billion offer. It was rejected, but that doesn't mean that this deal is dead. Okay. So forth. All right. RLUSD is Ripple's in-house stablecoin launching on the XRP ledger. It is hard to launch a stablecoin. Acquiring USDC was a shortcut to liquidity dominance. Think of that. Shortcut to liquidity dominance. Moving on. This also positions Ripple as the default settlement layer for both CBDCs, centralized bank deposit, stablecoins. It's not competition. It's rail consolidation. That's a big, big deal. If this deal would have happened, Ripple would have controlled a top 2 stablecoin, real-time liquidity rail, an ISO 20022 compliant settlement layer, partnerships with governments and global banks. It's not a fintech company. That's a parallel financial system. Meanwhile, Tether remains dominant, but regulatory fire is intensifying. Now we're talking about USDT, the other stablecoin out there. USDC is seen as the quote compliant option, which is why Ripple went after it. Okay. If Ripple owns USDC, it becomes the regulatory favorite for stable value globally. Again, you're starting to see how big of a deal this would be. And again, it's not necessarily a done deal. So no, Ripple doesn't need to buy Circle to beat it. It's trying to collapse the competition into its own network while aligning within the new monetary system being quietly built. Quietly built. What happens to your RLUSD? May become the wholesale rail for institutional corridors, while USD remains the retail stablecoin on top of Ripple's stack. Zero competition, one network, 2 stablecoins. Look, here it is right here. The Ripple deal may not have gone through, but the fact that Ripple even made a $5 billion offer is massive. It shows that Ripple is not competing in the stablecoin game. They're aiming to absorb infrastructure and position themselves as the backbone of global finance. This deal was bigger than most realized, and it's not over. It's not over. Okay. So again, this is a big, big, big thing. I've given you the value here. I've told you what this is about. Hopefully you get it. And ultimately you get it from the standpoint of like, okay, Ripple is making the right moves to drive the business forward and to become one of the top global financial rail systems, if you will. And they're working to do that. Okay. So before I let you go, hey, you want to make even more money in crypto? Let me show you how you can do it. I have a piece of software called X1 Algo. It is my software. It runs on an iPhone. It runs on Android. It runs on any computers. It costs you about $1.15 a day, $1.15. Hear me out. Here's how you could have made $22,000 plus using this software in the last 6 months quietly. So this is XCN, Onyx Coin. This is a buy alert. And these, by the way, you can set it where these alerts are little pop-ups on your phone. So you don't have to look at charts. You just get a pop-up. Buy here, sell here. Buy here, sell here, 70 days, 800%. $2,000 bought here, sold here, and 7 days later would have made you a profit of 16 grand in less than 70 days. Few days of no action right here, meaning basically don't buy. Another buy alert comes in to another sell alert. Almost 200%, $2,000 bought here, another $3,500, $19,500 in 85 days. Software says, wait, don't do anything because we're moving down 75%. So don't take that loss. The software said, get out, don't take that loss. So you don't take a 75% loss. Then wait, another buy alert, and now we're up 100+% right there in just 20 days. So another $2,000 bought would have made you $3,500 in profit right there. Okay. So that's over 20 grand in that amount of time. I don't believe me. Here's some other ones. Sui, buy alert here, 10 days, 70%, $2,000 bought here, not sold yet, made you a profit of over $1,400. Solana, buy here, sell here. These alerts pop up on your phone, 21 days, 42%, $2,000 bought here, sold here, makes you a profit of over $850. Oh, not done. You can use it for stocks too. This is the Tesla chart right here. Buy here, sell here. Don't take a 50% loss. The software tells you when to buy, when to sell. I'll challenge you. Do you know when to buy? Do you know when to sell any cryptos, any stocks? There's a link in the description below to x1algo.com. This is my software. I had it built, $10,000+ in development costs. Look, the bottom line is the quarterly option is the best. And with that discount code down there, there's a link in the description below. If you're watching this on X, there's a link below this video. I want to help you. And I'm offering it to you for about $1.15. That's it. Okay. You can afford that. At least try it because, oh, by the way, you have a 30-day, no questions asked, money back refund guarantee. Said a different way, you can try this offer for 30 days. You don't like it. You ask for a refund. You email my team. They're instantly going to cancel you and give you a refund. So you have zero risk in this. Give it a try. I have grandmas and grandpas using this. I really do. Okay. This is the thank you page that you see after you join. Everything is laid out here. You're up and running in 20 minutes. There's a tutorial step by step. Here's a 10-minute video on how to create those little pop-up alerts on your phone or wherever you want them to come in to alert you when to buy and sell any crypto or any stock. You can do this anywhere in the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The software works perfectly. Give it a look. Links down there, and I will see you. Have a good one. Take care.